This is a 23 News First Alert weather update.
Good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Rosuck here from the 23 First Alert Weather Center. We want to take you to the latest of what's going on. We have a tornado warning, first time in quite some time, that has been issued for parts of Winnebago County. But this does include, if you go up north, Sherland, this includes Rockton, Roscoe. If you're along 251, if you're along 75, Illinois Route 2, it's those areas that need to be in their safe space right now. You've got to get in your basement, away from any windows, or just get in the lowest level of your house. This video behind me, this is out in Pearl City, video sent to us today, and this is the moment where we got our first snowflakes here at this station. And yeah, it was kind of that blustery day. It felt like winter. But remember, folks, it's October 17th, a very different scenario. First snowfall of the season is behind us. Rockford getting a trace. Active warnings going on right now. All of the shaded in orange is under a severe thunderstorm warning. Winnebago, Ogle, and Lee counties, this warning expires at 10:30. But if you're out in Belvedere, Boone County, McHenry County, and DeKalb County, new warning goes until 11:15 because, as I just showed, winds are gusting more than 60 miles per hour with some hail possible, along with some lightning too. So if you are in these spots, especially east of Rockford, get into your safe space right now.
As meteorologist Ethan Rosuck joins us now, and oh my goodness, Ethan, that just looks miserable.
Yeah, you can't really see the road, can you? This is Auburn Road heading east back towards Rockford. Definitely kind of a guess and check game here. And the reason why we keep mentioning the winds is because these are what we called colder winds. They're coming from Canada, giving us that cooler, drier air mass out there. It's going to keep our temperatures down. It is golden hour here at Rockford City Market, a little bit under an hour until sunset. But that's not stopping people from coming out here. It's the last one of the season. City Market goes until 7:30 here in downtown Rockford. You can hear Jody Beach Trio behind me. It is picture perfect. And that's what I mean by Tale of Two Seasons. Not only is that cold front going to drop our humidity levels, it's also going to drop our temperatures. We're going to rise to near 90 degrees on Tuesday, adding the humidity in there. Yeah, it's going to feel like a typical midsummer day. Then the front will come through and then we will feel just like fall, not to mention that Thursday is the official start of astronomical fall for the fall equinox, and highs on Thursday, Friday only going to be in the 60s. Stagecoach Hills neighborhood in Roscoe, and this is where the peak or the most intense winds occurred earlier tonight, and this is just one of the several areas that did receive luckily some minor damage. This is to a car here in the Stagecoach Hills neighborhood. Several houses are dealing with tree damage, but luckily neighbors here tell me no injuries. Yes, hi Marta.
Hi.
It's weird to see you up at this hour.
I'm shocked. I'm as shocked as you. I'm jamming to the music. I just ate some ice cream.
Good.
So I'm ready to go.
All right.
It's a perfect night.
It is a perfect night. It's a little chilly, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, now that the sun goes down, I mean, that is what happens. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Let's get to your 10-day forecast here. We're somewhat closer to normal where we should, but we got up to 41 degrees for a high today in Rockford. But notice how many spots were once again in the upper 30s. This is seasonable for this time of the year.
Today is a day, if you have today off, it would be like the perfect day to spend outside because it's just absolutely gorgeous out.
And it's only getting better.
Yeah,
It's time for the weekend.
Yeah, and I know, we're off for at least part of the weekend. And guys, let me tell you, I think this is going to be our last hurrah of summer-like weather that's coming up here. But we already saw improvements in that department today over the last 3 days. Big improvements, I should say. Here's our UW Health River camera. Not a cloud in sight, folks. It's pretty nice to see compared to the kind of gray start that we had to the week. High temperatures today, all right around that normal high of 61. We made it to 63 in Rockford, 65 down in Sterling Rock Falls. Overall, the warmest day of the week, and these numbers are going to continue going up. We're sitting at 62 in Rockford now, 63 in Janesville. If you're like me, you might need a little extra chapstick because it is dry out there. Dew points showing not a lot of moisture in our air. Dew points in the lower 30s and upper 20s. Big changes from 24 hours ago. We're nearly 15 to 20 degrees above what we were at this time yesterday. And folks, we're going to be using this graphic quite often because our temperatures are going to be going up. And I think we are on season number 10 of 11 on this graphic starting tomorrow and getting into the weekend. We're going to be talking about our next Indian summer, our next second summer out there before we see more consistent fall temperature. We've been in fake fall, even with a taste of winter, really since Monday. And here's what's going to happen. We had a trough of cooler air around here, and I think we're going to start to build that upper level ridge in here. 75 for that high tomorrow. And Mark put this yesterday, dropped it by 1 degree, forecast high of 80 for Saturday, 20 degrees above normal, and 70s are going to continue Sunday, Monday, even into a portion of Tuesday too, before I do think a cold front that is going to bring us our next rain chance will drop us back into the 60s. Now, the biggest story from the weather department today is that the National Weather Service and NOAA introduced its winter outlook, valid December 1st through February 28th. Which is meteorological winter, and it does show right here, and it does clip the Rockford area that yes, below normal temperatures are favored this winter. It also mentions a little bit more of a wetter pattern too, especially for areas Chicagoland and east into Michigan there. So you might have a few questions. A wetter pattern and a cooler pattern. This is really what it's been over the last several winters. We've had La Nina in here that has determined our pattern. It does not necessarily mean we are going to see more snow. It could mean we see more snow. It could mean we see more rain or a combo of both. And if you remember, last winter, we had a very active storm track. Most of our storms just missed us to our south. And that's, again, what this pattern is implying here, a more active storm track. It really will depend on where these storms do develop. And if you remember last winter, really the last two, we've had big roller coasters when it comes to our temperatures by days and even weeks here. This is what it means. So yeah, I would anticipate it might be a little bit more active and slightly cooler, but folks, we see that every winter, so it shouldn't come as any surprise. We're gonna get snow and we're gonna get cooler temperatures. Max Storm Tracker presented by Anderson Nissan. High pressure firmly overhead, and folks, that's gonna keep our weather pattern quiet through the weekend. Here's our next rain chance, and looking decent, maybe around half an inch, borderline an inch of rain possibly. We're still several days out from our next chance of rain. No rain through the weekend. Sunny and warm, temperatures near 80 on Saturday. Sunday dry during the day, and then rain moves in very late at night, and then on and off rain we're thinking for both Monday and Tuesday, perhaps with a few of those batches being heavier rainfall. No severe weather for what we're thinking at this time. For tonight, overnight low 37, clear to partly cloudy, little bit on the chilly side. Tomorrow, Friday here, temperatures cracking that 70-degree mark, thinking we're going to get into the mid-70s. 75 for that high tomorrow, then 80 on Saturday, 77 on Sunday with, again, rain at night, 73 on Monday, 62 on Tuesday, and 57 by Wednesday. I mean, I didn't have 80 going for Saturday yet until today, and it feels pretty nice to say that.
In October?
In October.
Yeah.
The latest ever was November 1st. We had an 80 on November 1st. And October does see a few 80s, so it's not out of the realm entirely, but definitely on the rare occasion.
Unpack your summer clothes, right?
Yeah, it's the Midwest in the nutshell.
Yes.